Okay, well, hello. I will make a short introduction about me and who I am and my background and stuff. I will also say that I'm Swedish, hence the name Swedish DM. So my English is not my first language, so you have to bear with me on my English. I will try to make it in English anyway because I think I will have more viewers, more interest for people to see if I speak English than if I speak Swedish. Because in Sweden there are not that many role players left actually. Well, I started playing role playing games when I was around 10 years old, so I'm celebrating my 30 years of playing role playing games. I started playing a Swedish version of Dungeons and Dragons. That is actually was a really nice game that developed a lot over the years. I played that for many years. Have also played some Star Wars, the D6 version, of course. Played Traveller a lot with my brother. Played a lot of the Swedish games. We have a couple of really good Swedish games that were out. Role playing games were big in the 80s, 90s. But then kind of stopped actually. I didn't play much Dungeons and Dragons. Never had until now though. But I got introduced to the Swedish Tolkien Society, and there were some people there that played a lot of role-playing games as well, board games and miniature games. So I started with that as well, and that's where I played some Dungeons and Dragons, second edition. And then kind of life happened. I got kids, got married, and so on and so on, and all my friends got kids and married, and so on and so on. So the role playing part kind of faded away. We did some tries to get it up again and get games running, but not really succeeded. We started up with the campaigns because campaigns is what we used to play. So campaigns is what you have to play. You have to make big worlds and with grand scale and huge plots, and have a DM that has massive ideas on how he should do stuff. And so we try that. I have spent hours and hours in preparation for the games. We made pre-made characters for all the gamers, so we just could start up gaming directly when we met up. And we had like one or maybe two sessions. And then it faded away due to the fact that people were saying, when we tried to find the next game date, people were saying, no, I can't play that day, and I can play that day, and whatever and whatever. So it kind of just faded out. So what we tried to do then was having kind of convention adventures, gaming convention adventures, where you meet up, you send out a mail to about 10 of your friends saying, I will be hosting a game on Saturday. I have 5 or 6 slots available. Please come and play. And the first one to accept, get a slot. And when we're filled up, it's closed. So we tried that. And that was actually working. We have pre-made characters again. We had an adventure that was from start to finish about 10 hours long. So we played a Saturday, full day of gaming from start to finish, and the adventure was over. And when the adventure was over, we packed everything up, said, well, thank you, see you again next time. And the next time we played something completely different with other characters and another game. Actually, we didn't even play. We played the zombie game once. We played Twilight 2000 once, and so on. Call of Cthulhu we have played as well in that fashion. So, but that really didn't work either. And we said, oh, we should do this like every third month or every second month or so. And that kind of faded out as well. So when I was noticing that I will celebrate my 30th year of playing role-playing games and board games, I said I need to do something about this. So I said, well, I'm gonna host a new role-playing session. It will be a new game that we haven't played before, because we don't want any baggage. We don't want any luggage from it. We don't want anyone to have any ideas from the beginning or any plans or anything. So we decided to play Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition because we wanted something that was quick, fast, easy, not much rules, and we could play an adventure on one night. So basically just playing, meeting up, having a really small adventure ID, and just cramming in like 2 or 3 encounters. So it was kind of the plan was to do board game role-playing sessions, and D&D 4th edition is really good for that. And we said we will only use things from Player's Handbook 1, Dungeon Master Guide 1, and Master Manual 1. That's it. So I sent out a mail to about 10 of my friends saying, well, you can all join because I will play every second Thursday. And if you're there, you can play. And if you're not, we will still play. We just lift your character out like he wasn't there. And when you're back, he will suddenly just appear. Because we just want a game. We're not doing it all too serious. Well, that failed miserably. But good miserably, though. We started out by getting 1 or 2 books more, one of the books, adding a few rules. More people were constantly showing up. So instead of having a group of 6, we have a group of 8 or 9 players, which is kind of hard to manage, but it works. And there were more and more of a campaign growing, where the players kind of involved, and it wasn't just a one night, one adventure. The adventure could span on for a couple of nights, and the adventure kind of locked on into each other. You could say like a campaign. So that's what happened. And now we have still played since November, I think, every second Thursday. We play for from 6 o'clock Thursday evening to about 11 o'clock. So it's not many hours, but we got really a lot of fun in. We have increased the amount of role playing because we're like, everyone is really old role players. Most of us have played role playing games for ages and ages. So we kind of really developed into a full-fledged role-playing group, and we're really enjoying it. I really love to DM. Would be fun to play as well sometime. I'm constantly telling my players that you know what, even you can host a game. But that's what we're doing right now. What we're working on now. We play kind of generic world D&D. We play in the Nentir Vale, the stuff that's in Dungeon Master Guide. They start out from Fallcrest most of the time. So that's the introduction of me, shortly, briefly, and in bad English. But I think I will start with this film on my YouTube channel, and we'll do occasionally films about my thoughts about role-playing game in general. D&D will be there, of course, but other games as well. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you stay around, and I would love to have some input. We'll see ya!